Damn it, that's Kentucky bourbon. What have I done to myself? Gosh, what an awful start. What a horrible team. Me making awful decisions on what beverage to consume tonight. Everything's wrong. Everything's off. It's all over. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Boiler Dowd. I've done this for 19 years, and I think this is the first time I've had regrets. What am I doing with my life? I can't believe that I care about Purdue when they don't care that much about a game that was so important. Welcome. It's Friday, October 24th, 8:28 p.m., 8:29 p.m. now. I'm beside myself. I don't know what to do. Purdue has lost a very important game, 78-65 in Rupp Arena. Literally, I'm beside myself. There's no one next to me but me. Here with my thoughts, my Kentucky bourbon, thinking about what might have been. Tip one with me. Don't not Kentucky bourbon. Drink some beer or maybe an ice water. It's okay. It's up to you. But generally, so if you guys know this, generally I don't drink bourbon after a loss. I just forgot. I guess that's probably why, because I forgot. It was an important game. Very, very important game. Can't stress it how much I didn't see this coming. If you go back and you look at the other podcasts of mine leading up to this, I just told you guys how important the game was and how Purdue would be so prepared. And then they come out and they do that. It's crazy. Kentucky joins a very, very elite group. Very elite group. In the last, 6 years. I'll just give you the names of some of these programs. Kentucky, Creighton, Arkansas, Providence, West Virginia, and West Virginia. These teams dominate Purdue. What can I say? I just can't say anything else other than they're better than Purdue in these contests. They're better. They're better. And Painter, it's like he never coached before. Pope's a genius. Braden Smith can't facilitate. Fletch Lawyer can't hit threes. TKR doesn't hit layups. Defense sucks. Passing sucks. Everything sucks. It's all awful. Just burn it down, right? Let's just burn it down. Awful, humbling loss, 78-65. Let me just say that again. Purdue is now 0-0 on the season after that 78-65 loss, and this one stings. It's going to hurt really bad. You heard the SEC network, the play-by-play man and the color guy Dykes, who is just one of the best in the business. I mean, he's great. He's an incredible talent. He's always been good at what he does. He's a non-biased observer. He's just incredible at what he does. He's a pro, consummate pro, always well prepared before every game that he does. I mean, Robbie Hummel might prepare, but boy, Dykes, that's the guy you want to listen to. And what he said is Purdue needs to be worried. He's right. Purdue needs to be very worried after that performance. Very worried. Take it to heart. Put it all here. Put it all on your shoulders. Put it on your back, Boilermakers. Matt Painter, you should be ashamed. PJ Thompson should be ashamed. Sasha Stefanovic should be ashamed. The whole coaching staff should be ashamed at that effort. And the players should be ashamed. It's amazing to me. Last time we saw this team play, they were fighting and scrapping and clawing against a very good Houston team. Tonight versus Kentucky, it's like they've forgotten everything. You know? Like everything. Not just they don't know how to do any of it anymore. I mean, all the people on Twitter, they set me straight. I mean, I thought this was not a big deal, but then they start talking to me about how bad this loss. And I'm like, man, you got a good point. And so, yeah, I can't even find a box score. This game's so important, but I can't find a box score anywhere. Like, I did a couple minutes search. I can't find it. But usually, like big games like this, it would have, like there'd be a lot of information out there about what happened, post-game interviews, the whole nine. I can't find that either for some reason. Don't know what it is. Before I go any further, let me thank our sponsors. Thanks to the good folks at AJ's. If you're on Purdue's campus and you went to a watch party in Mackey Arena, what you should do whenever you were in complete despair tonight, I'm sure it happened to you. Head towards the fire station. When you get to the fire station, you turn left, and then you go into the blue and black lights. I might even be on the screen tonight in AJ's. I hope I am. I don't know. Don't know if I made the big screen. But if you go there on a game day, like tomorrow in Ross-Ade, grab a pint, and at the bottom of it, you might get a boiled sports magnet. Pretty cool. Burgers, beef, beer, great service. Handsome Adam, AJ's, eataj's.com. And also, if you're in the market for a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a hat, something retro, treat yourself right. I'm sure after tonight's game, you're changing allegiances. There we go. From Purdue to Kentucky. They have Kentucky stuff there too. So go on homefieldapparel.com. Grab yourself some Big Blue Nation stuff. BBN. That's what I'm told on Twitter. And throw all your Purdue stuff away. Burn it. Burn it all. Burn it down with the rest of the program. Purdue stuff out. Kentucky stuff in. Row. Cats. Go Cats. Cats are back. That's what I'm told. All right, let's get back to the important discussion of the night. Bourbon. Bourbon's from Kentucky. Okay. Here's the thing. You know what else from Kentucky? Kentucky Fried Chicken. Delicious. It's amazing. So we got bourbon, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and winning. That's it. I don't know what else to do, guys. I don't know what to do. I'm beside myself. If you came here for level-headed analysis, you're not going to find it. I'm too distraught. I just can't. I can't do it anymore. SEC just means more. It's just the way up here. Purdue's overrated. Braden Smith's overrated. Fletch Lawyer sucks. TKR's overrated. She's never been an All-American. Doesn't deserve it to be again. Oscar Clough, what a waste. He's not good either. Can't do anything right. Omer Meyer, what you saw in FIBA basketball, ignore it. What you saw from Clough being a good rebounder, he's not. He's not good. Jakari Harris, not good. CJ Cox, not good. Jack Benner, not good. It's just a bunch of not good. Just a bunch of bad. That's all I can say. Just it's bad. Yeah. If you watch the game and you've watched Purdue play before, you probably saw some interesting lineups tonight. Some combinations you've never seen again or never seen before, and you will never see again. That's a positive. They got to see some neat things happening, some different looks. So that's cool. So enjoy that. One thing I learned on Twitter tonight from a Purdue fan was 13-point loss equals a 25-point loss. Didn't know that. That's new to me. I also didn't know that the other losses counted for less than tonight's loss because Purdue lost by more points. I didn't know that. I just didn't know. I just didn't know that Purdue didn't care about anything. They just don't care about anything. They don't care about basketball, and they don't care about it. It just doesn't matter. Yeah, and all this stuff, like you read that stuff on CBS Sports a couple weeks ago about Matt Painter being well respected among college basketball coaches. Why? He sucks. He's so bad. So bad at his job. Everybody saw it. You saw what I saw. You watched the SEC Network tonight. You saw it. A bunch of excited Kentucky fans because Kentucky's back and Purdue's gone. I'm going to take your comments. I don't have anything else to talk about for football. Maybe I'll talk, or basketball. Maybe I'll talk football in a second. Cameron Riggs is first here. South Haven Boilers second. Marshall Briggs is third, but he says second. Ryan Lewis, just kidding. Marshall Briggs, he's the number 2 king. Says evening doubt. How are you? Matt Keller. Ryan Lewis says I called this loss. I did. I actually did call this loss. Now that I think of it, I did call this loss. I think I told you guys that Purdue was going to lose and they were going to look pretty bad. I think I said that. And I also said for you not to overreact, but you convinced me. Everybody convinced me on Twitter that we should all overreact, and it's the right thing to do right now. So I'm overreacting. I'm here in unity with you, my brethren and sisters from Twitter, from Purdue Twitter specifically, and letting you know that you are right to be very upset. Very upset. Hit a book on the table. Get angry. Boiler Bugle says it's my fault. I wore blue socks. Damn it. More garbage from Purdue fans, right? First me with the bourbon, and now you with the blue socks. Keep it up. Don't take the season seriously. This is what's going to get us all season. Getting beaten by 13 plus points. And Kentucky, this is the thing. Somebody reminded me, they were shorthanded. I mean, would they have beaten Purdue by 1,000? Maybe. Probably. Yeah. Probably would have. I mean, goodness. Boiler Fool says, whatever are we to do? And I don't know. I don't know. My night's ruined. It's 8:38. My night's ruined. Yeah, I was going to get ready for the tailgate for tomorrow for Purdue versus Rutgers, but I'm not now because I'm just going to get in a dark room, listen to some sad music, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Will I sleep? I don't know. Too tired to sleep. Jeff Nestor says the difference in the game, Purdue 3 of 17 from 3, Kentucky 9 of 29, 18-point difference. Purdue can't shoot anymore. The thing that's crazy is Fletch Lawyer. I don't know what his, like I said, I tried to find a box score. I couldn't find it. Fletch Lawyer can't shoot anymore. I saw him miss open shots. He's not good anymore, guys. He's not 3 years of data, right? You'd think that'd be worth something, but it's not. It's not worth anything. You'd think 3 years of data, maybe with TKR, Smith, and Lawyer, would have earned maybe a little bit of goodwill for some Purdue fans. No. You'd think, what are we at? 17 years? I don't know. I'm not good with math. However many years Painter's been at Purdue would have earned maybe a little bit of leniency during an exhibition game, or the fact that you 6 in a row again of these exhibitions Purdue's lost. But you'd think that doesn't matter. Perhaps all these Purdue fans, I never know who I'm talking about on the other end. Maybe they're all like 3 years old, and they don't remember the previous 2 years because they were babies. So yeah, that could be a part of it. That's probably what the case is. They just don't remember the previous couple of years. Boiler Bugle says, awful shooting all around. There's no doubt. The shooting was not good. Rebounding was not good. Defense was not good. I'm serious about that, by the way. None of that was good. And yet Purdue was within 13 points. Okay, none of those things were good. The lineups were a mess. Purdue didn't run any of their offensive action. I saw 2 plays that I recognized. I'm sure the guys over at Boilers in the Stands, can do a deep dive on what Purdue did and didn't run. I'm not that guy. I can't do it. What I can say is that I'm sure they're as upset as me. Let's see. Good point. Boiler Fool says they just didn't look prepared. They didn't. They didn't look prepared at all. It was almost like they didn't scout Kentucky, didn't read up, like Painter didn't tell them who to look for, or didn't game plan for. That can't be it. That's not it. Jeff Nestor says the sarcasm's over the top. Well, go on Twitter for 15 minutes and be in my position where you're listening to people bitch. And no, it's not over the top. It's right at the level. Nancy Williams says Painter wanted them to lose. Painter wants them to lose these games, guys, girls. He wants it. He said it's much more constructive to come away from a game like this with things to work on. Oh, they've got things to work on. There are a couple things I always wonder about these exhibition games, because I've watched not many of them, right? Because I don't think Arkansas was, I can't remember. We got to see bootleg versions of that, didn't we? But we really don't know what the rules of engagement are in these exhibitions. We don't know what the refs are calling. We don't know any of that. We don't. So Jim Garfinkel says, obviously it's time for Purdue to hire those G League players. Yeah, I agree. And that was a great comment by Paint in that presser this week. Yeah, he's all for it, and so am I. It's just time to burn down all the old philosophies. I agree. I'm sorry for anybody. Jeff, I'm sorry I've hurt your feelings. Nancy, hurt your feelings too. Very sorry. Michael JB said, took care of the ball tonight, lost the rebound battle. Yeah, I think, lost a lot of battles. They lost the game. So, weird thing. Somebody said Fletch was one of the best tonight. Fletch was playing point at times. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was weird. Brought the ball up a couple times. That was unusual. It's an observation. Marshall Briggs says it's over. We've been exposed. Boiler Ball is now in the basement with Boiler Football. Twitter's wild. That's the whole thing. Twitter's crazy. And people say it's not real. Yes, it's not real. But people are dead serious on there. and they don't know anything. Karen Grulock, my buddy, says TKR got mugged. Good evening. TKR got beaten on a lot. That happens. I really don't have a problem with that. That's college basketball, so I don't have a problem with that. Boilerfool says Saturday pickup ball, no scouting, roll the ball out and play. Maybe learn what to work on. Let's think about this for a second. Do you think Kentucky has more talent, athleticism than Purdue? I do. I think Purdue has very good basketball players. I think Kentucky has better athletes. Full stop. Kentucky may have one or two better shooters. I don't know. I'm not going to say that just yet. But if you're playing a game like that, co-rec style basketball, I don't know. Who do you think? Everybody said Purdue's athleticism is a problem in the offseason. Purdue fans and non-Purdue fans alike. So, I don't know. Nita Beanverse says, I can't type a long comment here. Can't see through the tears. Is basketball over forever? Yes, it's over. It's over, Andrew. I'm sorry. I hate to be the guy to bear bad news to you that, sure, a lot of things are broken in college sports, but this is the thing. Tonight is the thing that ruined it for us, really. Marshall Briggs says Meyer shows some scrappiness, and it was cool seeing him and Braden on the floor at the same time. Yeah, that was cool. Did any of you guys who are in the comment section tonight or in the margin, whatever, were any of you guys at the scrimmage last week? Okay. I think a couple of you were. Tell me that looked like a similar brand of basketball. Just go ahead and tell me that. Statistically, I can tell you from what I saw last week and what I've gathered this week, I have not seen a box score. Again, I've not seen a box score this week. Purdue was 10 of 27 at the end of the first half. I do know that. That's the only real stat I've got. That's bad. But just tell me if you think it looks like normal Purdue basketball or Purdue basketball that you've seen. You can say in the comments. T.Y. Tyam Daly says, I like to see more Jacobson. He is the only one we have to play above the rim. Got to see a lot of Jacobson in the second half. He was in with a very unusual lineup for about 6 minutes. Really unusual lineup. Maybe 4 minutes. So got to see him in some different situations. Saw him hit a three. That was cool. Adam reminds us that Purdue is 0-0. It's a great point. Again, got to reminded how much this loss costs Purdue. Marshall Briggs says also Purdue's body language and facial expressions. This is a very good observation, Marshall. Be careful with this type of thing because it's logical. Purdue's body language and facial expressions were priceless. Honestly, feels like a masterclass in manipulation. They're working the gimmick, as they say in the pro wrestling world. Love it. I agree. There's a lot of things you can go back and watch it. If you DVR'd it, if you have your, like I do on my YouTube TV, you've got Purdue set as one of your favorite teams. Kentucky will be my favorite team now because they're so good. But yeah, just go back and watch it. See what you think a second time. David T says, I'm just disappointed with the players missing open shots and short arming the bunny shots. I am too. I get that. I really do get that. The first half bothered me more than the second half, the missed shots, because Purdue missed a lot of shots. Like TKR missed some really easy shots there. And so my initial thought on that, all sarcasm aside, was his mind was not right. And we saw him do this once or twice last year, right, in real games. But there was no hook as he missed and missed and missed and missed. Braden Smith missed a couple layups. Braden Smith played really badly and really in a he played very pedestrian, like almost like you didn't even notice he was playing, which is really unusual for Braden Smith. Is that fair? Maybe that's what his new philosophy is going to be this year. Who knows? Maybe that's a new thing he's trying out. I don't know. Jeff Nestor says playing against a better defense tonight than we're due when we're play ourselves in scrimmage. That's it. He said it well. Need to be in verse says 0-0 means we're winless. It's over. Yep. Jeff Nestor says made the first 2 threes, then went 1 of 17. Shooting was awful. No doubt, Jeff. No doubt. Shooting was awful. Yeah. Ty M. Daly says Smith looked like 70% in the first 5 minutes. I don't ever see Smith play with that little effort, ever. And I've seen Purdue scrimmage at Mackey Arena. I don't see him play with that little effort. Maybe he was in on the fix. There's a lot of bad stuff going around right now with people betting. Maybe I don't even want to say it. Boiler Fool says 80% effort, huh? Who would have thought? Yeah, it's weird. All right, let's talk about football for a second. Purdue plays Rutgers tomorrow at noon. And it's a pretty important game for the psyche of fans, in all seriousness. Purdue needs a win. Purdue needs something special from Singleton since it looks like he's starting. I think there's an official word out there, but definitely need Singleton to put some things together. Rutgers will score. This game could be one of those games where you end up both teams in the high 30s, low 40s. I kind of hope for it just to see if this Purdue team can do that, because we haven't really seen them try to do that this year, where the offense has had to run a lot of plays, try to stretch the field, and so on. A couple people observed that Singleton throws a better deep ball than Brown. He doesn't throw a better ball underneath, though, so that's something to be concerned about. So Kevin in Albuquerque says actual basketball doesn't start until March. Let's remember this. Yeah, there's a weird thing we all have to keep in mind that we can't sell the season. Can't look past it. Enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy tonight for what it was. Nancy Williams says Purdue football must have win. They need a win. There's no doubt. So Nancy, the idea of a must win, people use that term a lot, right? In sports in general, it's a must win. I'm going to ask a lot of people about their perspective on the season, because I've heard a lot of people talk about how after the Minnesota game, a lot of people were I was pretty angry at that one. I'll be honest. I was angry because it looked like they gave something away that they could have actually won. The Northwestern game was a different emotion. I was really, really pissed because I was like, this is not good. This is like throwback to 365 days ago. So that really bothered me. I can tell you that Northwestern Purdue game bothered me a lot more than tonight's basketball game. A lot more. Not even close. So I appreciate you tuning in. And sorry for not giving you guys a straight take tonight. If you go back a year ago, after the Creighton game, 2 years ago, after the Arkansas game, I mean, if you want to dig it up, there is a podcast out there that is also not very serious. So I promise I'll do better than this on other games, just like Purdue's basketball team. I'll do better. And you can take that to the bank. Until we see each other again, maybe tomorrow night, because I'm going to the game in Ross-Ade. So post-game might be a little late. I don't think Anish or Jay are up for it, to tell you the truth. But maybe tomorrow night I'll do a post-game late. Boilerfool says, Minnie was angry because it was winnable. Yep. Northwestern game, angry because they didn't show up. Yeah, different sorts of anger for me. Like, different sorts of anger. Last week, just everybody got beaten. That's the way I took it. Like, coaches got beaten, players got beaten. It's rough for me to see Purdue manhandled by a team that should be closer to a physical equal. I'm not going to say they are a physical equal right now, because Purdue looks as bad as their record in football, right? If we're just being real honest. So that's tough medicine. So enjoy your evening. And if you were upset or angry by this game, try to shake it off. In all seriousness, try to shake it off. It's going to be okay. God bless you. Hammer down. Talk to you soon. See ya.